It's a bit smelly, isn't it? Is that all the mud? It's just the it's the mud on the exhaust pipe.
On the what?
On the exhaust pipes, because all that steam came off there. That's just the fact that it's quite cold water. Just slow down a bit more. It's quite bumpy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. Quite good. When we came through last time, we were the only car here. And so there's a few more around. So try not to get too close to him. So choose where you want to stop. So it doesn't have to be here. I would say just don't get so close to the back of it. Imagine he suddenly backs up because he's got the wrong line or something. So what I reckon we could do, if we park where he wasn't meant to go, and then we can see how he's doing the So, have you got a reference point to aim at? Good stuff there. Try and keep it moving. There's it.
Now you know what it's like going over speed bumps.
It's quite nice seeing the other cars, isn't it, really? Sort of see how they're going through as well. We've got really close to that one on the side here. So. You've got a lot of steering on. Now try and miss this one out if you can. Just go forwards a bit more. It's just a bit. Looks like they were steering towards the ramp. Can you see? They're a lot smaller than this, so sometimes if you follow their line, can you see they're going to take a tighter line. So what do you normally do on a Sunday afternoon, is it? Doing your homework? I think it's quite good fun just driving around the range over there. Now it's not raining too much now, so what you could do is just put the arm on the other side, just tap it down one plate. So if it starts raining a bit more, you can always push up another plate. So if we follow these guys down here, and I think we should splash through the puddles, don't you? See the branch sticking out here, give it a bit more space. So I reckon you need to put the wipers up one click on your side. That's it. So look at that. start to accelerate now. More to the right. And now going a bit faster. Good stuff. Did you put the wipers up one click or did you put it back down again? Just, if you push it up there, just leave it like that. Cause I think it's going to carry on raining all day, it's not really. Let's try and catch them up. Try and get a bit closer to them. And then once we go through the gate here, we're going to turn to the left. So what we could do, if you just stop here for a moment, look how he's missing out the 4 cones, there's a slalom in front of him. Should we go through those? Now, make it a challenge for yourself, so you can do it as slow as you want to, or as fast as you want to. But basically, the faster you go, the quicker you're going to turn the steering wheel. And then look what the other car's up to. Can you see he's reversing through the cones there? So it's up to you really. So I'll drive one of you because there's some cars coming behind you. So just start to accelerate. So in and out the 4 blue cones here. Just think the faster you go, the faster you've got to turn the steering wheel. So what I think really is just make it a challenge. That's it. That's good. And turn the wheel really fast. Nicely done. And then if you head towards the fence post at the top there, round a bit more. And then now I think you're getting quite close to the other line there because I just think that the guy going backwards could suddenly come forward, couldn't he? It turns out he hasn't. But let's keep going towards the fence post and just think the only person you can really trust to be any good is you. So when you do these blue cones here, what I'd recommend you do, once you finish, try going in a straight line. So if we go round to the right now, look to the right a bit more, round to the right, keep going round to the right, round to the right please, round to the right. Now start to accelerate and go between the blue cones. To the left please, start to accelerate. Now don't brake, keep accelerating, go faster, keep accelerating. That's it. Now I reckon we should do that again, don't you? Mm. So let's go through the 4 cones there. And the idea really is to pick the pace up a bit there. If you think you can't make one of the gaps, you can always miss that gap out. But you can do every single one if you want to. So start to accelerate now. Turn the wheel. That's good stuff there. Now turn back again. Now look at a fence post and drive towards it. Straighten the wheels up there. Nice. So if you accelerate now. So I reckon go through those cones again. That's it. But go a bit faster. Just accelerate now. That's it. Keep accelerating. And now turn. Turn. Turn back again. Look at that.
I like that.
Really good. So let's loop round and do those. It's good fun doing that part there, but can you see at speed you try to do that?
Yeah.
And you could so easily roll the car. So what you want to do is do a nice big gentle turn round to the left. I saw this video once of this Volkswagen Touareg doing about 5-10 miles an hour and he tipped it onto its roof because he turned really violently and it hit a rock when it went over. So it's good fun doing it on slippery stuff there, but if you can, do nice gentle turns. So start to accelerate now. Okay, MXT, stay where you are please. We're going to go through the cones forwards please, so just stay there. I know you're going to reverse that, but just give us a bit of space, thanks. Right, start to accelerate now. Keep accelerating. And now turn. Keep accelerating and now turn. And now head towards the gate over there. Nicely done. Good stuff. So you're gonna. That's it. Personally, I'd go for that one. It's the Evoque will fit through there, but the other one's a much wider gate. It's a big car to go through the narrow bit there. And then you see those tall trees in the distance. I'd like to aim straight towards them. And this is the last chance you've got to speed up. Now I think the tall trees are over there. Otherwise you're going to be driving straight towards oncoming cars, you see. So aims towards those tall trees, speed up a bit more, now head towards the house and start braking as you go down the hill. Nice. What do you think? It's good stuff. Now try and give these cars a bit more room. So we're going to come over to the left here and we want to reverse in next to him. So what's in? Keep moving please. All I say really, the only person you can trust is you, and give the people loads of space. So if you head towards the Portaloo things, or so straight there. So I'll be braking, so slowing it down. We want to stop just before the red and white poles. If you can see the red and white poles in front of you, we want to stop just before them. So hold the wheel up here. So, and if you get the wrong pedal and shoot forward, you might crash into. There could be somebody in the Portaloo sort of thing there. So that's good. So if you come to a stop about now, that's it. So to get reverse, if you squeeze the trigger in and push the whole thing forwards, that's it. Now please stay still. There could have been somebody walking behind you then. So the idea really is if when you put it into gear, keep your foot on the brake. So you can let go of this. So to get the idea that there could have been someone anywhere around there, we want the back of the car to go there. So if you turn the wheel now, turn it a lot, just turn it lots. Can you see that the yellow lines are telling you where the car's going to go? So if I do the pedals and you do the steering, take your feet completely off the pedals. That's it. We basically want to put it to the side of the car there. So think about when you're going to straighten up so you don't go in a big circle. I'll start turning for you. Turn more. So you want to straighten those lines up there. Straighten them, that's it. So is that car moving? Is he moving?
No.
Nope. But the idea, technology is good, but just don't rely on it. Just looking all around there, so that's it. And then we can stop about now. Good stuff. So it's just the idea that the only person you can trust is you. And then let's suppose on the day of your driving test, you're doing a fantastic reverse around the corner, something's going on there, and that kid walks behind you, and he ruins the driving test for you. So the idea, you could say, but the kid shouldn't have been there. But what it is, the examiner wants to be aware of what's going on there. So technology is fantastic, but personally, I look over my shoulder a bit more. So good stuff there. So if you want to push the P. No, just push the P. Do you know what the P stands for? Good stuff there, so I can take my foot off the brake there. I'm going to turn the camera off in a moment, but do you want to say goodbye before I turn the camera off? What about the back there? Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Nice. Now let's say if you had to mark yourself out of 10 for what you just did, let's say 1 is absolutely useless, should take the bus from now on, don't bother driving ever again. And I've never met a bloke before in my life, but let's say 10 is Lewis Hamilton, because I think he can probably drive quite nicely through over there. So I think you've done very nicely in a big powerful car. How would you score yourself for today? What do you reckon?
7.5.
That's the I'd rate 8's a good score.
I think that, yes. I think she's done very well actually.
Yeah,
I'm really pleased.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Good
well
stuff
pleased.
there, yeah. So if we say it's an 8, how could you make it a 9? How could you improve, or how could you improve that tiny bit? Is there anything that springs to mind?
Control that a little bit better.
Yeah. Personally, I would say relax a bit more, take a deep breath and relax your shoulders as you drive along, and look further ahead. It's nice what you're doing, and I reckon if you were in that car there,
And look around these, like,
yeah, if you're in the smaller cars, what you're doing would work nicely. So there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. All it is, even being at school, if you can kind of think, that's the mark I've got, how can I make it 10% better? Can you see you then become better than your mates at school? It's making extra effort sort of stuff. Good stuff. So, say goodbye.
Bye.